What is up, guys? Politics Gaming here, and today we're doing a brand new dev diary on world warfare and economics. Before we get into it, guys, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I also have some exclusive content for you guys. So because I got this exclusive content from Lotus himself, again, go ahead and leave a like and tell me what your thoughts are on it in the comments down below. So guys, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and let's go ahead and get into this dev diary. So the first one is going to be about space exploration. Space exploration is the investigation by means of crewed and uncrewed spacecraft of the reaches of the universe beyond Earth's atmosphere and the use of information so gained to increase the knowledge of the cosmos and benefit humanity. In World Warfare and Economics, you can explore the space using space probes, rovers, and crewed missions toward planets across the universe. Space is built in a 3D environment so players can actually see what's going on in space. So some of the features on the space exploration tab of World Warfare and Economics is space agencies. Each country will operate its own space agency that can be part of the international space agencies, such as the ESA. Every space agency contains engineers, scientists, astronauts, observatories, satellites, and launch pads. In order to improve your space agency, players will need to build and upgrade these facilities such as observatories, launch pads, and satellites. And also every space mission requires astronauts, so players will need to invest in astronaut training to produce more astronauts to launch more missions simultaneously. Observatories can help with predicting and preventing natural disasters and also increases your space technologies research. So we actually see right here, we have our NASA administration, National Aeronautics and Space Administration. We have 2,000 engineers, 500 scientists, 300 astronauts, 33 observatories, 4,000 satellites, and 6 launch pads. And then we see the construction tab right here. We have the amount of observatories, builders per facility, how much that would cost overall. We have builders required, engineers required, and then it would be finished in 2031. Next up, we talk about planets and missions. In each new game, the players will have the entire solar system available to research as known to mankind. Each planet has an exploration rate, so when reaching 100% exploration rate of a planet means you studied and learned everything that was available to learn on that planet. Crewed missions must be sent to a planet to reach 100% exploration rate. The first countries that reach 100% rate of a planet will gain world influence and space technology breakthroughs, and the first country will win the planet space race. Planets also have resources that can be gained by building mining facilities on those planets, and that way when resources start to deplete on Earth, you can actually go into space to get them. Each successful mission will add to the planet exploration rate, while there are missions requiring a minimum exploration rate to launch. Players can send orbiters, rovers, mines, and crewed spacecraft to increase exploration rate and win in space races. So we see right here, Jupiter is 0% explored. It has a diameter of 143,000 kilometers. It is 778 million kilometers from Earth. It has gas as a resource. I would probably say here, hydrogen and helium on Jupiter, because that's actually what it's made out of. Although, gas is obviously what both of those elements are, but specifically it is hydrogen and helium. Travel time from Earth is 1,165 days, and it is fully explored. On the moon, it is a 100% explored. It is a diameter of 1,737 kilometers, 384,000 kilometers from Earth, and 107 days to travel there, which I think that's actually, unless you're talking about round trip or like how long the mission would take, 107 days is not how long it would take to travel to the moon. It's actually about 3 days with the current technology that we have. Resources that they have is energy, and I would actually say that water would be present on the moon as well, because in the northern and southern poles, which the Artemis missions are going to, they actually are going there mainly to try and see if there is water present on the moon. Whenever Artemis does find water on the moon, it is going to be the largest discovery that we have made in very recent time, and probably it will be the largest discovery of our generation, unless like aliens start to come over and beam us all up into space or something like that. We have some of the 3D models right here. So we see Mars and Saturn, We see satellite right here. So this is this mission right here is targeting Mars. Is arriving in 1200 days. We could follow it if we want to. We see like the Curiosity rover landing on possibly a moon, maybe Mars. And then we see one of the moon missions right here. We see a space shuttle landed on the moon. Obviously, that would never happen. But moving on, we do see space races. The space race was a series of competitive technology demonstrations between the United States and the Soviet Union, aiming to show superiority in space flight. World Warfare and Economics will implement space races for every planet in the game. The first country to reach 100% exploration will win this planet space race. Space race participation gives countries world influence and more honorable status within other countries. Space races can also start rivalry between countries and even allies. So we do see that the space races at the beginning would probably, at least from what we're looking at right now, is the Moon space race, which has already been won by the United States, and the Mars space race, which has not been won by anyone yet, at least at the recording of this video. Mars space race, we see that the United States is 53% discovered, Russia is 17%, China is 12%, France is 5%, 5% United Kingdom, etc. And then the moon space race, the United States is 100% explored, the United Kingdom is 85% explored, Russia is 75%, and then etc. etc. And then the biggest one of all, and this is actually where I've kind of gotten a couple of people to tell me like, I don't know about this feature, but I would love to see how this is implemented. Explore the unknown. After full explorer of the solar system, countries will start to explore further galaxies and planets. Some galaxies will be controlled by alien factions in which you will need to make diplomacy with them in order to send missions toward their planets. Sending spacecrafts to hostile galaxies will cause spacecrafts to be attacked by alien spaceships. Try not to anger those aliens too much. If you do, they might send a massive attack force to Earth and will destroy all of mankind. In the sci-fi DLC, players will be able to have a space army and fight with alien factions. Players will be able to puppet their alien factions and unite all of humankind toward a massive war against hostile aliens, and much more improvement in features regarding space. Now, that would actually be very interesting, if we were able to have like a modding tool or something like that, and then we can do like the aliens, like the Covenant are coming after us, or maybe we can if we have like if it's a war game, maybe we can actually fight alien forces on other continents on our territory they're invading, like some sort of Battle Los Angeles style gameplay. That would actually be very interesting, and it would make multiplayer games, all of us are kind of fighting with each other, and then in the middle of it the aliens come and attack us because some idiot sent a probe into another galaxy or something like that. And then, the players are all fighting each other and everything, and then all of a sudden these aliens pop up, and then all of y'all, everyone that's fighting each other has to kind of say, okay, let's calm down, and then let's kind of like move forward, or kind of see that'd be a pretty cool social experiment to see. I would be really glad to hear your opinion and feedback. So please feel free to ask, share, and make your feedback in the comments or in one of the game communities. Thank you for reading this, Lotus21. So that's actually the other thing about World Warfare and Economics, is that World Warfare and Economics has been delayed to April of 2023. I think it was supposed to be coming out around this time. But if you have not heard yet, basically it has been delayed until 2023. So what we do have here is some exclusive content for you guys. This was sent to me by Lotus himself. So this is all of the armies that we can see right here. I believe the X, I wouldn't say that's an army. I think like 2 or 3 X's is an army, but I think these are corps. So we have a bunch of corps right here with 20,000 troops, and essentially this is what happens whenever you merge them all together. So we can actually see, let's go back right here. So we see Division 1. Okay, so these are divisions. We have Division 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 11, 17. We see the health of all of these. We see how much fuel they take, how much supply they take. And then we have total personnels in the selected amount that we see right here are 66,000. We have all these options right here, and then he selects for them to merge. So I think it actually shows, yeah, double X, triple X. And then so triple X is more of like, it's like an army group. And then so the army group it kind of depends, because I think I talked about it in the previous dev diary. I'm going to be linking the playlist of it at the end of this video. So but this is a army group of 231,000 troops right here. We do see a little bit more zoomed in. We can see the cities. We can see Detroit right here. We can see New York City. We can see Washington, Baltimore. And then right here we have sectors, military, diplomacy, resources, space, and budget options on the bottom of the screen. And then apparently is that 50, do we have 50,000 nukes? We see our oil, is that production or consumption? So we have a resource consumption right here. We have oil production maybe. And then we have all these, we have a $2.1 trillion in the bank, it looks like. We have maybe some gross national happiness metric right here. And then we have another exclusive video from Lotus himself. So we have notifications down here. We have all the stuff that we discussed just a second ago. And then we have all these nuclear weapons that we can fire right here. So this is actually what it looks like whenever you fire a nuclear weapon. So we have it looks like we have missile type, we have bombs, we have maybe cruise missiles in this one. This one right here is definitely biological weapons, and then we have nuclear weapons on the very right, and then we can type of action, maybe it's ICBMs, or we have a shoot missiles, constant bombing. Maybe that's like the where you kind of like get one of your ships or jets in Power and Revolution. You just kind of they consistently bomb until the target's destroyed. So right here, we will see what it looks like that we can target them. So we can target, oh God, no, he's targeting Xinjiang. No, not Xinjiang, no! We see that Xinjiang is targeted, and then they all converge in one spot, and that is what a nuclear attack looks like in world warfare and economics. We can actually also see some of the other countries that are a part of the game. So we do see that Kosovo is playable. We see the Republic of Serbia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Macedonia, well, the Republic of Northern Macedonia now. What else can we see? So Georgia is not broken up into. We do see regions in Russia right here. I do not see the Nagorno-Karabakh region. We do not see South Ossetia or Abkhazia in Georgia. So let's continue over here, and then we can see, what else can we see in this map? We do see that actually the borders are on the lines of actual control in Kashmir. So that's actually very interesting, because that's one thing that kind of annoys me in Power and Revolution, is that the borders between Pakistan and India are completely wrong. So we actually see right here that they are reflected on each other, that the Indian line of actual control and then the Pakistani and Chinese lines of actual control are reflected in games. So that's really good to see that in World Warfare and economics. So a little bit down here, we see Democratic Republic of the Congo. We see Sudan. We see South Sudan right here. Saudi Arabia, Iraq. So let's see the explosion one more time. So we see him target them. We see hypersonic. So we do have hypersonic. Okay, so that's bombs, hypersonic, biological, and nuclear weapons that we have. And then boom. There is no sound effects to this, I don't think. I don't remember hearing any of them. And then we actually see some of the nuclear weapons in Pakistan and India, and as well as Iran right here. So again, that's a very close-up shot of India and Pakistan's borders. If I can actually see right here, so I think that this little chunk right here is, I don't know if that's inaccurate. If someone actually can tell me, I'll probably look at a map right after I post this. Yeah, this is a lot better than in Power and Revolution. And I do like that it's on the line of actual control instead of all of Kashmir being owned by India, as in Power and Revolution. Also, it was a very bad idea for him to nuke Xinjiang. They've already been through enough already, and now he's nuking them. What a terrible man. Terrible, terrible man. That about wraps it up, guys. So, guys, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. If you guys want to see more content like this, hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss anything whenever I do post it on the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching this with me, and take care.